everybody, I want to wheeze them here Saturday, October 17th, 2015. What we're going to do right now is open up the Shark Tank. This little guy has eluded me for quite some time. This is, of course, the vehicle for Shark Shooter Terrafin and Skylanders SuperChargers. I picked it up for $15.99 at GameStop yesterday. Now, how did that happen? How did this thing escape me? Well, number one, it wasn't sent out with all the other stuff. So, number two, we had an interesting situation. I went a while back to get the legendary race action pack, right? Legendary Astro Blast, Wolfgang, the Sky Race, everything like that, right? Local stores didn't have it. Waited, they said they'd have it at the end of the week. They didn't. It never came in. And the problem was they had a really sweet deal going where if you buy that, you got a character or a vehicle for $5. This is what I was going to tack on. In addition to not getting the legendary race action pack, they didn't get any of the Wave 2 vehicles. So no Shark Tank, no Stealth Stinger, no Burn Cycle, none of that stuff at my local stores. So having just that same week, I believe, finally gotten the Wii and 3DS starter packs I ordered on launch week, begrudgingly, I was forced to place the order with ToysRUs.com. That's still not here, by the way. So that's why this one came from GameStop. Now, why did I buy it at GameStop? Because it was there. I was in there to get Yoshi's Woolly World, and they had 2 Shark Tanks, and I was like, you know what? I want 2 anyway because it's Terrafin, and it's a pretty sweet-looking vehicle. I hope it's good in the game, but even if it's not, it's going to look cool. I've got some stuff planned for this one, or the other one. It'll depend. I'm not sure, but you'll see what it is in due time. That said, that is the background story. I could have bought it in a dual pack. I've found that a few times, once at Walmart out of town, another time at a Target out of town. Issue I had with that is I've already got 2 Shark Shooter Terrafins. As much as I love the guy, that's, you know, $15 that I could spend on another Skylander type of a situation. So, or just have gas money to run around and look for Skylanders and Amiibos. So, held out there, and I just went ahead, I pulled the trigger on it. This way I've got it. Whenever Toys R Us decides to get that other stuff to me, we'll have our second one in the legendary Astro Blast. That's really the main thing I'm excited about there, is just Astro Blast in general. So, legendary, just a benefit. But that aside, this is the Shark Tank. If you couldn't tell just by looking at it, and I hope you were, that's why I hold it in front of the camera for you. It is an Earth Element vehicle, matching Terrafin's Earth Element, and then of course it is a land-based vehicle. It makes sense, right? I know some people are going to be like, wait, he's a shark. Shouldn't it be C? Terrafin is a shark, but he is a dirt shark. So, hence the Earth Element. Makes perfect sense to me. Again, I'm a big Terrafin fan, but there it is. Right there, again, $15.99. If you want to take that stuff off, you can. I won't even waste my time showing that, but there it is in the packaging in all of its glory. Coming around here to the backside. Still don't have this. I do not have regular Hot Streak and regular Spitfire. I've bought, what, I don't even know, 6 starter packs or something, but still don't have the regular ones. I can't really justify, at this point in time, picking up another. And the thing is, if I did find a gold Hot Streak, then I still wouldn't have the regular one. It's just a weird, I don't know how you buy this many starter packs and you don't get something that's in the starter pack, you know? But, whatever. We've got Dark. I guess that's better anyway, right? So it would have been cool to have regular. That said, here we go. In your hand, on the portal, in the game, it is that simple. Again, this is the Shark Tank. You can battle villains and customize the vehicle parts in the game. There's our in-game artwork. Note unoccupied, interestingly enough. And right down here, when you match it, you get a supercharged version of the Shark Tank. So Shark Shooter Terrafin plus the Shark Tank equals the supercharged Shark Tank. That right there, if you can kind of see, it's sort of like the old World War II bomber effect. I would love to have seen like sticker sheets included or something you could do, I don't know, just to make the physical toy, when possible, resemble the supercharged version. I think that would have been nice. Would have been a nice even add-on or inclusion with the vehicles type of a deal, but it is what it is. We'll see what we can do about that. Other featured vehicles, the Shark Tank, the Stealth Stinger, the Burn Cycle, and Dive Bomber. Dive Bomber available at launch, and then these two kind of your more recent releases. So let's go ahead and open this thing up, see what it looks like in our hand. And the good news here, I'm currently in the middle, because it takes an eternity to get the cash for a second Terrafin, in the middle of doing that, and we've taken on one of his quests, in fact. Completed it for one of the Terrafins, have not quite completed it for the second Terrafin. But apparently, when you complete the first quest, you get the second quest from Buzz, and it is vehicle specific. So, trying to get the sticker sheet out of there. Note, this was not taped, which is the way I like it. If you want to use that for storage, however you're storing these, I don't even know what people are doing. Feel free to cut that out. Included with the vehicle, which we've yet to take out of the plastic, is this sticker sheet. You've got the artwork. Note, Terrafin is piloting at this time. Looks pretty sinister, you have to say. And then, of course, the little badge there again. Collection poster, notebooks, albums, the wall, siblings, whatever you want to do. Here's your stickers. Now, right here, we've got the Shark Tank, and it is looking sweet. Let's go ahead. I like to bend that down, and we'll just come in right here, work the plastic, and see what we're up against. Actually, I thought this looked like one that was just going to pop right out. Not the case, I think, because of the spikes. These spikes right here were honest to gosh the hold up there. But we've got it freed from its plastic. Evil beware. The Shark Tank is here. Oh, this is nice. You know, I was looking at this from inside the packaging, and I was like, man, I don't see how, you know, that can't really turn with the spikes. I wonder if they put rollers under it, or if they just, you know, it's going to be one of those stationary ones, or maybe the shark fin does something. But what they did, they actually have the hidden rollers, you know, kind of like you're used to with toys. So it should, oh yeah, it actually rolls pretty good compared to some of them. So probably thus far, this and Hot Streak would probably be our quickest vehicles if we were to physically race them. I'm just saying. Going downhill, I think this has more mass. So as long as that has the advantage wheel type wise, right? But if we were in theory to have a Skylander Derby, I think the Shark Tank pretty heavy. Plus, who's going to want to be in front of it, right? I mean, that's just intimidating as all get out. So let's take a look at that. We've kind of got the same color here on this front armor plate that we see on his Shark Shooter. You can kind of see the match up there. It's a little bit more of a metallic-y metal look. I guess metallic is metal. But, here it's kind of more of like a playful metallic look, and here it's just kind of more straight up. Yeah, you know, that's our plated steel there. So pretty cool effect. It's kind of like a granite color. Again, not granite per se natural, but granite is in like automotive paint. That's sort of how you would describe this. It's not really got metallic in it, but it's just kind of a slate granite color. Gunmetal, granite, whatever you want to come up with. Bottom line, it looks pretty cool. It's very earth tone-ish, I guess we should say. So that's the colors there. It's kind of got a, I don't know if we should call that copper or gold. It's kind of hard to say for certain. Trying to see if there's anything down there. Golden Dragonfire Cannon. And there's that. So this is sort of more of like a yellowed copper, I guess, would be the best way to describe it. This is like a straight up gold to me. And then here you kind of got like the yellowed color coming into play. So that was a nice little reference point, I feel. If you didn't know, that thing sits up there, always ready in case I need to fire it. But that's kind of our trim color. Might be a little darker on the seat, or it could just be sort of an illusion. That's the color of the spikes. These here kind of remind me of headlights, so we'll see if that's how they are in the game when we introduce this vehicle. The tread itself does not turn. It's sort of a light gray, but they did do a nice job with sort of maintaining the conveyor belt track that you would expect. It's sort of like a mono track. You know, if you had a tank, we'd have two of these type of a deal, and this is sort of just, you know, the lone snowmobile type deal. Right there, earth element, if you can see it. Kind of, maybe. It's there, trust me. Well, you can't really see it super great. But it is there, so just take my word for it. And Activision logo, all the other stuff. But coming to the back side, you got spikes on these tracks. Again, that could be for traction, it could be projectiles, who knows just yet. Same thing here on the outboard, you've got kind of the more tracks going. Same setup with the spikes. Plated armor on both sides, sort of like riveted in place 3 times, kind of bat wings out, if you will, at an angle. And then we're back to our sort of slate granite color for the main body. Coming around to the backside, you've got a very cool shark fin. Obviously, that makes perfect sense here, does it not? And you've got the trim color, which is great. And then you can sort of picture, you know, the thrust coming out of there, your exhaust, the afterburners. And that's about it for the Shark Tank. It's just a sweet looking ride in my opinion. You now know how I got it and why it took so long to get it. But in the end, we will have 2 of them, and you will see why at a later date and time. So let's go ahead and cover some of this for you. Your performance mods, you're going to have the Geo Grinders. Let's just actually go ahead and showcase this for you. Plus 10 handling, it finally focused. You got the double tread tracks, plus 150 armor, plus 5 weight. You got the turbo slick belts, plus 10 top speed. And then you got the shark teeth biters for plus 10 acceleration. That right there with the lightning bolt, kind of that blue aura, you can drive a vehicle with these 2 mods that you get only when you combine Shark Shooter Terrafin with the vehicle. However, it won't have that blue aura, and that blue aura is kind of like the supercharged status. So if you come in, you throw down Terrafin in the Shark Tank, it's maxed out with these mods that auto retains them. And so then if you throw in Smash Hit, Spitfire, Bowser, whoever, they can pilot the vehicle with these parts installed, but they won't have the blue supercharged aura. Coming over to the specialty mods, you got 4, I guess we got these ones here. Subterranean Glider, plus 300 armor. Gravel Hopper boosts. We've got plus 10 top speed. You got the Double Fin Diver, plus 5 acceleration, minus 5 weight. And then you've got the Terrafin you get when it's supercharged, plus 10 handling. So, right over here, your horn options. Again, these look the same for every vehicle, but they have different names, and they do sound different. So that's pretty cool. Quarry Clang, Bedrock Bop, Sand Shark Alarm, and the Terrain Trumpet. So, coming up here, your armor, again, I would have killed to have numbers here. I don't know what good these graphs are when they don't have numbers. Numbers speak. These graphs do not. And you would literally have to cut these things out, measure them yourself. It's just ridiculous. I don't know why armor can't just be, like 20 out of 100 or something, Top speed is, 85 out of 100. Something along those lines would have been so nice, but that's where we stand. Your weapon upgrades 8, 9, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200. So not too shabby there. His attacks, let's take a look here. Your ballistic drill missile. Tap attack 1 for shark missiles. Didn't expect that, right? And then street swimming. This is what ties in with the quest Buzz gives us. Hold attack 3 to enter street swimming mode. This is interesting. I'm going to be excited to see how this pans out. But there is Shark Shooter Terrafin piloting the ultra sweet Shark Tank. Now, we'll set that down. I'll actually try to switch hands here for you. So you can be looking at this, going over it, picking up the details, while I tell you about using Shark Tank. So, Shark Tank is heavy with average handling, so you may think you're driving on ice most of the time. How dare you insult the Shark Tank strategy guide? You must hit boost pads at good angles or run the risk of sliding into walls or other obstacles. From what I've been told, I thought everyone was loving this thing. I don't know, this starts out negative Nancy, If you can put your reticle on a vehicle, ballistic drill missile tracks it and hits it hard. When you're being targeted or bumped, use street swimming. It causes you to go more slowly, but you're safe from an attack and damage anyone too close. Okay, that's epic. We don't need to be fast if we can burrow and avoid being attacked. Now, that's going to take things up a notch right there. So, if you are racing against Shark Tank, rubbing may be a part of racing, but won't work against Shark Tank. As soon as another vehicle comes into contact, Shark Tank goes underground. That means it stays safe while you take damage. Spin out Shark Tank from a safe distance before you try to pass, or try to pass in a cluster of other vehicles so you aren't as easy of a target for the missiles. So, my apologies there, kind of losing my voice, but we made it through, and most important thing I can tell you is I'm going to wrap this video up so I can go throw this thing on the portal, introduce it, and take down the second half of its quest. So, very, very excited. Plus, once I've had this on the portal, we can start unlocking the mods. I've actually got complete mod sets for several of the vehicles, so just from going back through the levels multiple times and whatnot. So, here we are. This is it. It's a pretty sweet looking ride, I gotta say. Again, right here, Shark Shooter Terrafin. You can kind of imagine him piloting this bad boy. Nice combination, don't you think? Shark Shooter Terrafin and the Shark Tank. So, pretty excited about it. Again, it's another land vehicle. From what I hear, that tends to be the most popular race type online, so I guess that's good. From what I'm most interested in is just the street swimming. I want to see what that looks like. Again, I don't watch other people's videos. I don't spoil this stuff. I like it to be new, so that's why I'm excited to get it thrown on the portal and see what it's all about. But that said, thanks so much for watching. Again, this is available now. You have it in the single pack form, which we've got at GameStop. The dual pack, what is that? 24, I think $24.99, somewhere around there. I've seen it at Walmart. I've seen it at Target. I think GameStop did have it yesterday as well. And then there's also another one that includes Shark Shooter Terrafin, the Shark Tank, and then I believe Hurricane Jetvac or the Sky Slicer. Can't remember which one because I've never had to buy them. Plus, I've never actually seen them in stores, but I know it does apparently exist. So that probably would ramp the price up a bit more, but you would probably save more as opposed to buying them individually. So that's mainly information for the people who do not have them yet. As everyone else, you're probably set already. So again, this is our supercharged combination. It's what we've been waiting for. It feels good to have these two in hand, and I'm very, very excited to see how they perform. So be sure to check back for the introduction on Shark Tank. Still trying to figure out the best way to introduce the vehicles. That's why I haven't done more. But regardless, I don't care how painfully bad it is or out of order. We're going to introduce this thing ASAP, and then we'll kind of take what we learned there and try to figure it out. That said, that means we can do Quest 2 as well. Be on the lookout for that. Path number 2 for our sealed Shark Shooter Terrafin that's over there at the Portal of Power that you can't see. He's going to be getting upgraded very soon, probably late tonight. So we've just got a lot of Terrafin material coming your way. But that said, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. How would you rank the Shark Tank? If you've already got it, where does it rank? Is it your favorite? Do you hate it? Do you use it for only certain situations? Do you like it in-game but not in race modes? Vice versa. Do your friends, do you destroy them with it? Do you get wrecked every time you drive it? Let me know how it's going for you. Are you still looking for it? Are you kind of unlike me? Were you not able to find the double pack? And that's what you're hoping to buy. Anything along those lines, feel free to post up, help everybody out. SkylanderClub.com, that is the forum. You can find tons of Skylander SuperChargers information there. If you like what you see, sign up. We'd love to have you join us. Personal site, of course, oneofwisdom.com. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Once again, thanks so much for watching. And for myself, Shark Shooter Terrafin, and the Shark Tank, we will catch you back here next time.